All right, here we go with the Circleville Pumpkin Show coming down in 3, 2. Thanks for joining us from the Kalmbach Feed Studio. I'm Dale Minyo. This is the Ohio AGNet, the voice you know with the news you trust. Believe it or not, the sun is peeking through here at the intersection in Circleville as they weigh pumpkins. Joining me, all thanks to a Farm Bureau today, and Keith Summers at Lice Mercantile, Ivory Harlow with the Pickaway County Farm Bureau. She's the organizational director. And how many years have you been coming to the Circleville Pumpkin Show?
I have lived in Ohio now for 8 years, and I have been to the Pumpkin Show for 8 years.
Well, that's a pretty good record in and of itself. So are you in Pickaway County?
Actually, I have a farm in Ross County, but the Farm Bureau office is here in Pickaway County. So I spend a lot of time in the Farm Bureau office here off of 23 South.
For those people who've heard of the Ohio Farm Bureau Federation, they hear sometimes as Farm Bureau. Give us a breakdown. Who do you represent when we talk about Farm Bureau?
Sure. So the Ohio Farm Bureau is a grassroots membership organization that works to support our state's food and farm community. We have county farm bureaus in nearly every county in Ohio. So here in Pickaway County, we have the Pickaway County Farm Bureau. My coverage is also in Fairfield County, Ross County, and Hocking County as well. But if you live in Ohio, there's a county farm bureau that you can be part of.
I asked you off the air things. So what are you doing for young people today? Because it seems there are so many organizations out there who are either running out of members because they're mature enough, they finally decided we're not doing this anymore. But you actually have a very large segment that's growing within your organization. Tell us about it.
We certainly do. So 18 to 35-year-olds are our young agricultural professionals. Here in the state of Ohio, there are young agricultural professionals, we call them YAP, pretty much in every county where you can be part of a group of farmers here in the county and in Ohio. So it's a great opportunity for networking, for learning from one another, for helping one another. We hear a lot about the struggles to have access to land, access to capital. Being involved in Young Ag is a way to go through that together, to learn from one another and to network with each other. So Young Agricultural Professionals, we have a Facebook group here in Pickaway County that we would meet you at the door and welcome you to join and to attend any kind of events here in the county or also in the region. The Young Agricultural Professionals Winter Leadership Experience was just opened for registration yesterday. So that is January 31st to February 2nd. If you have not been involved in YAP before, but you think it might be something that you would get a lot of value out of, that is a fantastic conference to attend, to meet people, to see what people are doing across the state, and also to attend some educational breakout sessions about farming. How do you build your farm business? How do we learn from those retiring farmers that are maybe passing the torch? That's a great place to make connections and to start your involvement.
And we also should point out it's not just for farmers, because anybody who lives in rural areas or outside of a town has an interest in acres, and even those who live in town have an interest in the way Ohio is being run and developed and so on, and all of those issues are important to Farm Bureau members.
Right. Certainly we have a large number of active farmers here in Pickaway County, but there are several farmers that maybe they grew up on a farm, or individuals rather. Maybe they grew up on a farm and have a positive connection with farming. Maybe they're folks that have always lived in apartments, but they love food and farming. They see its value in the economy. They want to contribute. They love the work the Ohio Farm Bureau does on behalf of farmers, and they want to support that. We love those folks to be a part of our Pickaway County Farm Bureau. We invite them to attend our social. We do other things in the county besides just advocacy. A couple examples, we did a ladies paint and sip out at Rhodes Garden. We have several fun events too, just a way to meet people that are like-minded, that share your values. We have those folks as well.
Are you more than 21 miles from Circleville?
The Pickaway County?
No, where you live.
No, it takes me about a half an hour to get here from my farm in Ross County to the office.
So you could raise a pumpkin because it's a 21 mile radius from Circleville.
I could raise a pumpkin. However, I have heard that there is like a turning thing that you have to do with you have to nurture them and cultivate them like they are small children, and I should not be trusted with that kind of responsibility. I don't think my pumpkin would make it.
There's probably some that fit that description every year, but there's others that do survive. So I just seen if it was a pumpkin in your future.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the my board members in the Pickaway County Farm Bureau would really, really like it if I raised a pumpkin. So I might do it just for them.
Maybe you need a board report if you don't raise one on pumpkin chili, pumpkin pancakes, pumpkin you name it that's already here at the show.
I could do that. I could probably do like pumpkin pancakes for everyone. That might win them over better. I might have better luck with pumpkin pancakes than raising a super huge pumpkin.
I tried the pumpkin donuts last year. Tried to get in line and stand there long enough to get them, but the facility that I stopped at was the main office down here. In about 45-minute wait, I decided I don't know if I can wait much longer for pumpkins, but obviously pumpkin donuts are something worth waiting on.
See, I was scoping out. I had to park a couple blocks back, and I had to pass all the food, and I was already scoping out lunch on my way here because there were so many cool different pumpkin things to try. So,
well, lunch at the Pumpkin Show starts at 9 and runs through 3, so you ought to be able to cover that very well. Ivory Harlow, my guest. She's the organizational director for the Pickaway County Farm Bureau.